Hey ladies, it's Jay. I hope you're well. Happy week before Christmas. I know you have a lot on your plate with school Christmas parties and family parties and extended family parties and friend parties and work parties and wrapping gifts and shopping and baking. I get it. Me too. So the number one rule of working in a direct sales company at the holiday season is decide when you're going to work. So make your plan. Decide how long are you working? What are you doing this week? What do you need to do this week? Be intentional. What do you need to do this week in order to start 2019 where you want to start? Okay. So how do you want to start 2019? And what do you have to do this week to make that happen? Hey, Megan, glad you're here. So make your plan and then find just a little bit of time to do it and go enjoy your family. And when you're with your family, be present and in the moment and not trying to sneak in a little work on the side. Okay. So that's why I'm doing training at noon, because that's what my calendar allows this month or this week. There are no evenings available for trainings. So this is going to be short and sweet. You can come back and watch it later. If you are watching the replay, make sure you give us a hashtag replay and tell us what is your best tip. What is the one thing you're taking away that you're going, this is what I'm putting into play? Okay, so Hostess of the Month Club. Why am I talking to you about this now? I'm talking to you about this now because I think this is a great thing to start January with, and there's still time for you to gather some hostesses, some members for a Hostess of the Month Club. But know that there is no wrong time to start a Hostess of the Month Club, and if it completely stresses you out to try to get it together for January, that's okay. Start it in February. There's no wrong time to start one. Any month will work. I have started them almost every month of the year, and they are always successful. It doesn't matter. So Hostess of the Month Club brings consistency to your business and solves the needs of your customers. That's it. You have got to wrap your brain around that this is not just for you, this is for them. You are serving a need when you form a Hostess of the Month Club. It will help you meet new customers, book more parties, find new team members, and earn a consistent paycheck. Because when you start, stop, that is hard. That's the hardest way to work this business. But when you go, okay, I am partying every month, and you put your stake in the ground and make it happen, oh my gosh, this whole business gets easier because you don't have to figure out how to do it all over again because you're out of parties again. And Hostess of the Month Club will bring you consistency. So every month, again, is a great month to start. Don't get hung up on when you will start your Hostess of the Month Club. You decide. But listen to me clearly. Please hear me say this. You will not be able to pull together the members and begin a Hostess of the Month Club until you put your stake in the ground and say, this is it. My Hostess of the Month Club begins in January. My Hostess of the Month Club begins in February. Pick your month. Put your stake in the ground and take action and fill it up. And I have played that game where I'm going, yeah, I should start one. Oh yeah, I should start a new one. Oh yeah, I'm going to start a new one. And it just kind of lingers and I never find my members until I go, I'm starting one. Boom, done. And then I take the action that I need to find my members. So who should you invite to a Hostess of the Month Club? You should invite those customers that keep coming back for more. That like maybe they've never hosted, but they are consistently ordering in your business. Customers that say, I don't have enough friends to have a party. Maybe they're afraid to have a party because they're afraid no one's going to show up, or they're afraid they won't have enough orders, or maybe they have had a party in the past and it didn't quite qualify. This is perfect because they are already qualified, and if they have just a couple of friends show up and add to, well, they've got more rewards, right? So how about customers with a big gift list? Because right now they are feeling the pain of buying all their gifts right here in a few short weeks. What if they spread that budget out and did one a month for a Hostess of the Month Club, and so had gifts to buy or gifts to pre-purchased in the gift closet? And don't get hung up on Christmas. Some people really do buy all year for Christmas, but it could be they need birthday gifts and Mother's Day gifts and Father's Day gifts and graduation gifts and wedding gifts, shower gifts. Like, we've got a gift for everything, right? So this is a good time to start. I always start. My very first one started in January 2 years ago, and I've had them going since then every month. How about people with an area of their home they want to make over? This is awesome. I've had a couple of members that did this. Like one, she joined because she had seen that picture of the kitchen pantry in one of our catalogs, and she wanted that pantry, but she couldn't afford to buy everything at once. So every month she knew she was buying either, she laid it all out, knew what she wanted. So either a rectangle or a cube every single month. And she did that for 6 months and remade her pantry. Redid her pantry, and then she came back and went, I'm going to join again because I want to redo the linen closet. How about that? I know Stephanie's working on some really fantastic videos on how to organize areas of your home using 31. And that January special is totally speaking to that, ladies. So make sure you're thinking about that. That'd be a great way to drop a hint. Or how about customers that love to be in the know? The ones that want the inside scoop. They want to know what you know, because that's one of the perks that I offer my Hostess of the Month clubs members. I have a Facebook group, and I will share with them, like for instance, like right now we know the January and the February special. Well, they already know. I've already posted it for them so that they can see January and February so that they can pre-plan their purchases. It's a perk of being a member, right? Or when we had the winter seasonal guide, as soon as we had a PDF on 31 today, I downloaded it and put it in my Hostess of the Month Club group so they could get the scoop. And you know what else I share with them? Like what we're earning. Do you know you're earning a free product in January? We haven't told you that yet. They just announced it to the leaders this morning, but there is going to be an incentive. And so they will get first look at that. Right after you, they get to see what we're earning so that they can see what's coming. They got to see my Diamond District before I had earned it so they could know what I was working towards and that new deluxe table gallery. Okay, so those are who to invite. So the how. You need to pick the starting date. You also need to pick how are you going to run your Hostess of the Month Club. I will tell you what I do. I choose to do 6-month clubs. So I choose 6 months. So mine will run January through June. I will be running a club. And I have 6 members, and they will order $35 a month each month. Okay? So they order $35 a month, January through June. One of those months, they don't have to order because they are the hostess. So it's important that those orders, whatever you choose, and some people will do it for an entire year. I think 12 stresses me out. Some people will do it for 4 months. Some people will do it for a year and order every other month. You can choose what yours looks like. I choose 6 months because I feel like that's a nice little time frame. It doesn't feel too long. And then I give them the option to join me again the next season if they want. And a lot of them will come back and join me for a second season. But it is important that when you add up the totals, they are at $200 or really close to $200, okay? So mine order $35 a month for 6 months, so $35, but remember I told you my hostess doesn't have to order. Now a lot of times she will, but she is not required to order. But so $35 times 5 is $175. But I'll tell you what, I have never ever had that happen because the $35 number is magical, and you know why? Because it qualifies them for a special. And so 9 times out of 10, they will take the special, and a lot of times they will add on extra stuff too. My average order from a Hostess of the Month Club member is $67. $67, okay? So because what we're doing is we're shooting for that $200 level so that that hostess, if she chooses not to add a party, she can take the hostess rewards from that $200 party and run. Maybe she had her eye on a hostess exclusive. Maybe she has a big product that she wants at half price. Or she just wants to pick out $25 for free. She could totally take that and run. But listen, this is super important. Super important. While they can take the hostess rewards at $200 and run, I always reach out to them about 4 to 6 weeks before the month that they host, so about the month before, month and a half before, and say, hey, you're the hostess for February. So would you like to add on a Facebook party or an in-person party to increase your hostess rewards, or do you want to just take the free product or take the $200 level and run? Over 2 years and running multiple clubs at the same time, I think I've only had 2 people that said, I'm just taking the $200 level and running. Only 2 people. Because even if they had just 3 or 4 friends that ordered, they know they're going to hit that $400 level and earn $90 in free product. Or they're going to move up to the $600 level and earn more free product in the hostess special. My average hostess of the month club party, average party, is $728. $728 is my average party, because they come in higher because they've got that $200 up front, right? So don't just let them off the hook and just don't go, oh, I don't want to bother them. They're like a hostess of the month club member. I wouldn't want to ask more. I don't want to ask them to host too. Hello, it's to their benefit. This is their opportunity to earn more free. So make sure that you are offering that each month. I let them, as they join, there's a couple of theories on this, but hear it all the way through before you make your decision. You can, as they say, yeah, I want to do that, you could let them pick the month that they will host, or you could randomly draw, or you could not so randomly assign their months. And I will tell you, I'm kind of more towards that side if I don't know them well. If I know someone well, especially like if she's a repeat member or she's been a hostess in the past or she's a really good customer or a close friend or family member, when she decides to join, I'll let her pick her month. However, if it's someone I do not know well, I am not letting them randomly pick, because I'm putting them at the end of the 6 months, because I don't want them to host the very first month and then go, oh no, I changed my mind, I don't want to be a member. Because the other members are counting on them and their order. It will happen. You just go out, try to find somebody else, or you find an outside order each month to add to that. So be cautious about that. I am going to post some graphics, some words on how to ask. You are more than welcome to take these graphics and post them in your customer groups. I also post them in my parties all year long. I make a post about Hostess of the Month Club. I'm talking about it at my parties because that's how I find my leads of who wants to be in the next club. And I actually run 2 at a time. So like January, I have one starting in January. I have a second one starting in February, both with 6 members. So guaranteed, if I do nothing else, I've got 2 parties every month. That's pretty awesome, right? But I will tell you that while you're posting the graphics, that's not going to cut it. If all you are doing is throwing it out on Facebook and hoping somebody joins you, it's not going to work. It is not going to work until you take the personal action to get it done. And it is about reaching out to people personally and inviting them to participate, talking it up, telling them why you thought of them, sharing your excitement about it. But if you are stuck in your head and feeling like, oh, I'm not sure this is going to work, I'm not sure I'm asking too much, I'm kind of feeling guilty about this, it's not going to work. You have got to be excited. You have got to know that you have something to offer them. And then you have to do the personal reach outs to ask. I will give you the graphic of what I offer my Hostess of the Month Club members. There are a couple of theories on this. You could offer nothing extra. You could offer one personalized gift in the month that they host, or you could send them a little happy mail every month. Happy mail is things like the magnetic bookmarks, a key fob, something from the dollar store, just a fun little trinket, some candy, whatever it is you want. If it's the one personalized gift, then I'm kind of like doing a little survey to figure out what's your favorite pattern, what's your favorite whatever color, and then I'm going to give them a personalized gift the month they host. I did do the happy mail every month. That stressed me out because then I had to figure out what to give them every month. I'm like, okay, I'm done, not doing that anymore. So I'm moving towards a personalized gift. But you could totally skip that. You do not have to be giving extra gifts. You just have to somehow spoil them. Maybe that's a thank you note. You decide what that looks like for you. So don't get stuck in those fine details. If you want a Hostess of the Month club, now's the time to start thinking about putting one together. So I will give you some other tips and tricks, some graphics, some words, and we will get you started with your Hostess of the Month club. I wish you the best of luck and lots of success. And if you have questions, let me know.